From our perspective, looks at the lives and behaviors of millennials, Generation Z, and the changes that are happening in our 21st century and the innovators that are making it happen. We will explore trends, technology, music, fashion, social media, business, science, the arts, faith, and lifestyle. So come join us on Comcast, Verizon, and online. Worldwide Development Solutions, we've worked with organizations to create new and innovative ways to expand their service offerings, capture untapped markets, and provide continued excellent value-added service to existing clientele. In 2015, 21st Century Innovators was born, a program created to develop young global minds in a safe technology-based environment where they can collaborate as future global leaders capable of identifying issues, developing solutions, and implementing products and services to meet culturally specific needs. TTIWillBe.com was then formed later on, and this program designed to bring guidance and opportunity to Trinidad and Tobago youths. From our perspective, came into being later on as well. It looks at the lives of behaviors of millennials, Generation Z, and the changes that are happening in our 21st century and the innovators that are making it happen. We explore trends, technology, music, fashion, social media, business, science, the arts, faith, and lifestyle. At 21st Century Innovators, here is where ideas are born and innovation happens. More precious, tell little ones how precious they are and how much they are loved. Although different in size, shape, and color, they are precious and unique. Children that have consistent positive reinforcement during early stages of development are less likely to seek acceptance from the wrong crowd. They are more likely to have high self-esteem. "How precious are you?" said Miss Eyre to I. Throughout the book, as the questions are asked, Pam points to the different parts of the body mentioned, providing a unique way for children to learn while keeping them involved. A fun exercise that both parent and child can do together, along with Pam. The book is beautifully illustrated and filled with bright, colorful imagery of trees, fishes, lakes, and so much more, all of which will keep your little ones engaged throughout the entire read. It is definitely a fun read that you would want to read over and over again. The unique features of these books is that they have QR codes in them. The unique feature of this journal, Finding Me, is that they are QR code interactive journals. Reading a book a day can indeed increase your IQ, but the benefits go far beyond that. It enhances your memory, concentration, emotional intelligence, and even creativity. By cultivating a daily reading habit, you're not just investing in your intellect, but also in your overall personal growth and well-being. If reading increases our IQ, why is reading losing popularity? Our increasingly fast-paced lifestyle also plays a crucial role in the decline of reading. Today's society is characterized by a relentless pursuit of efficiency, leaving little room for leisure activities that require time and patience, like reading. The decline in book reading habits can be attributed to several interconnected factors: digital distractions, the rise of smartphones, social media, and streaming services has shifted attention away from reading. People often prefer quick, easily digestible content over longer text. There are other reasons why members of Gen Z, as well as other generations, may be reluctant to pick up a book. Some people don't have the time or resources to do so. In between school, work, extracurricular activities, and family obligations, it can be hard to find the time to read. The average American spends only 19 minutes a day reading. The average number of books read by adults over the age of 65 is higher than any other age group, at around 20 books per year. Men tend to read nonfiction books more often than women. Women, on the other hand, tend to read more novels and fiction books than men. In 2024, 21st Century Innovators went into the publishing arena. We produced 7 books, 5 journals, 1 mini novel, and 1 children's book. The guided journals that will change your mindset, Pencil Me In, came into being in 2024. The first journal, How Do I Fly When My Wings Have Been Clipped? The second, They Tried to Clip My Wings, But I Choose to Fly. The third, Pressing Through the Noise, Finding My Peace. And the fourth, In the Midst of the Storm, Finding My Peace in the Midst of the Storm. The 2 journals that are in black backgrounds are for men, and the other 2 journals, the blue and the green, are for women. The benefits of journaling. Studies have consistently highlighted the positive impact of journaling on mental well-being, leading to wider acceptance of the practice. The beauty of journaling, no judgment here, my voice is important, I'm understood, the power of opening up in a safe space. The benefits of journaling, one can write what they truly feel in a safe space, not being judged, knowing that your voice is important, and knowing that you're understood. Journaling provides a safe space for individuals to truly be themselves and truly speak their thoughts without a sense of feeling judged. Your voice is important. How journaling can help you in hard times, stress and isolated? Try expressing your thoughts and feelings in writing. Research finds that writing specifically boosts our immune system. Good news when the source of so much stress today is an infectious virus. One older study even found that journaling can make vaccines more effective. In the experiment, some medical students wrote for 4 days in a row about their thoughts and feelings around some of the most traumatic experiences of their lives, from divorce to grief to abuse, while others simply wrote down their daily events and plans. Then everyone received the hepatitis B vaccine and 2 booster shots. According to the blood test, the group who journaled about upsetting experiences had higher antibodies right before the last dose and 2 months later, while the other group had a perfectly healthy response to the vaccine. The authors write, journaling can make an important difference for people who are immune compromised or for vaccines that don't stimulate the immune system as well. Yes, there appears to be a noticeable increase in the popularity of journaling, with more people adopting the practice as a tool for managing stress, improving mental health, and gaining self-awareness, especially due to the growing awareness of its benefits and the accessibility of digital journaling platforms. The power of opening up in a safe space. No judgment here. My voice is important. I'm understood. All provide a safe space for journaling. With increasing emphasis on mental health and personal development, journaling is seen as a valuable self-care tool. Now this one has a story. This is it here. Through the interactive guided journal, you will be able to scan the QR code and view Elena's story. Her story can cause us to reflect on our emotions and experiences. By journaling your thoughts about each character and their choices, we will be able to reflect on our choices, thus making our own pathway to healing. Self-care templates provide an outlet to write your thoughts along with puzzles and mystery clues, all of which make this an interactive experience. Whether you choose to do this journal, or we say journally, by yourself or with others, we pray that through this process you will find you. Now this journal actually was created after we did an animation. One of our young 21st century individuals that I was mentoring, she's in school for animation. And that QR code actually, when you go to the journal, it will actually take you to the video, the original animation that was done. And we can even remember teachers, the experiences we have with teachers, a good teacher, a bad teacher. Somebody was talking about that this weekend, and even at an adult age, you remember the teacher who was in private school who never liked you, either beat you or whatever it is, and you're like, and that just turns off a person, right? And even as an adult, you remember that. People remember bullying, so the effect of those things can be really devastating, not only for young people but for adults as well. And these journals, both for men and women, we have it both in the version for men and for women. The black ones are for the men, and it's the same story. This one is called,
yes, they tried to clip my wings, Pennsylvania journal.
Right, but I chose to fly. So even if you feel broken, it's a safe space. And a lot of them have scriptural basis on them as well, like quotes. So it's not a heavy reading, but it causes you to reflect. It really does cause you to reflect. So like this one, where you talk about the inside. Who clipped your wings? Look at this. Who clipped my wings? Was it family? Was it friends? Was it relationship? Was it a co-worker? Somebody did something to you that caused you to feel like, as again, I was at the salon, the experiences that you go through daily. And the person was like, I have to leave. And she said, if I had known that you had an appointment or something else to engage to, I would have put you with somebody who was faster. And she said, it's in front of the girl who's in training. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm saying, now, how do you think that reflected on her? She was doing her best, and she said, I would have put you with somebody who was faster if I knew that you had an appointment. And this is somebody you're training. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, she was just so excited that she's graduating. And she's like, I'm graduating next Friday. And I was like, and then the teacher says that in front of her. Simple things like that. We don't know, and we have to be careful too. So in this journal allows you to reflect on those things. It gives you opportunity to write those notes. Who made you feel that way? Was it even religion? Sometimes church people can be a blessing, and they can also be, very, critical. So we have to be careful of that too. And finances, sometimes you're like, I will have 5 jobs and I still can't get ahead. So these are things that really allow you to reflect on that as well. Okay. And then the other book for the men's version is the green one, which is all these are Pencil Me In journals, and I have to say that this one is
Finding peace in the midst of the storm.
Finding peace, that's life. How do you find, even though you're going through all this, how do I find peace? And again, a lot of these books, they do have small scriptures out there, but it allows you to reflect. It allows you to reflect. So that is the books in a nutshell. And any questions to the Zoom, please let us know.
I was saying that one of the things that I think is really excellent about the journals is that they help foster or hone critical thinking skills. And I think a lot of us assume that because we're adults that we have those skills, but not necessarily so. And the earlier that we can teach it, the better. So for the teen, it's excellent, and for the adults, it's excellent.
Thank you. And that's Dr. Sharon Shell. She was the one who edited all these 7 books, the final edit, so she knows all of the info. Anybody else has questions?
So, Connie, I got a question.
Sure.
So, because I bought a couple of them Paperwise, not knowing one's for an adult. What age are you?
Oh no, that could be teens as well. It doesn't have to be adults. Yeah, it could be teens, as Dr. Sharon was saying, that it could be teens, it could be, because it really reflects on, what each person is going through. And as I said, the person I was talking to this morning, she's like, she said her friend is like late 20s, early 30s, and she's been married 3 times with her 4th marriage. And then you can have teens whose parents have, issues as well, and they themselves. So the books really can be reflective on anyone. I wouldn't say it's for individuals 12 and under, or 13
Right,
and under.
just at the topic. I kind of scanned it and scanned the topics,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks probably. I'm thinking because I'm going down in 2.5 weeks, so I was thinking now that I would give this to my 18-year-old.
Yes.
My niece.
Right.
So that one I would think. I mean, I wanted to see what it was like for myself,
Right.
and I happened to pick this. I said, "Oh, I think."
Which one did you pick?
I picked the Pressing Through the Noise, Finding My Peace, the female one.
Okay.
So, yeah, I didn't know the black was for the male. Anyway, so that's why.
Yeah.
So I got that one, but I also got the
And thank you for purchasing.
guided journal for teens.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm going down. I got the paperback of these because I'm going with my 11-year-old niece.
Yes.
And so if she could go, I went through and I looked at it, and it's like, yeah, this is really interesting. I like it's really well thought out. So and it has enough to keep them interested. So I'm really gonna get. If she gives me the review on this, it will be really good.
Yes. Thank you.
My niece down there. And I didn't know. I also have the interactive mystery one, but I got that in Kindle for me to read first,
Yes.
and then figure out if she has time, if she'll have time to. But my intention was to check it out and then pass it on to her. Probably get her the paperback type stuff, because all this thing with interactive code and stuff, it's gonna be a first time for me too.
Right.
I've never seen a book like that. I'm like, okay. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So, okay, that's basically kind of just what I wanted to find out about. Make some comments. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I did ask you about Precious the very first time you sent it to me, right? I
Yeah.
asked you. If you see that little girl picture, you can't help but want to spoil
The book. Everybody says so.
I remember asking you,
It's nice.
how did you get that? And you told me up front.
Yeah.
Once so I'm like, okay, yeah, it is Precious. Can't wait to see the little boy.
Yeah. This is Dr. Joanne.
Joanne.
Yes.
So I just want to commend you on this project. This is really remarkable. And to publish 7 books.
Yeah.
I mean, you said it took some time, but this is, I really want to commend you for this good work. I like the range. I like that it's starting with the young precious, which is really, I think it's the eyes that really draws you in.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
eyes that you said.
And then to have the novel, The Inheritance, and then to have the journals for the women. So I like the broad range that you're capturing.
To include everybody that has it.
Yes, so again, congratulations. Do you have these books in other languages?
None of this time.
None of this time.
Right.
Yeah, just to broaden, to make more
Yeah.
accessible.
And actually, KDP does allow you to do that.
Yeah.
It does allow you to, if you wish to do it in different languages and stuff.
Yeah.
But to proofread,
Well, I would think with technology, it would
Cynthia should answer to that question.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure even what we may translate in English to Spanish to whatever, even with the
Well, probably the translation, and then you would have to have someone else.
exactly. So just even editing with my first language.
Yeah. but you have the the
The
English
concept.
version that is pretty clean.
Right.
So then a switch to you have to translate, you have whatever to translate it, and then you have someone edit.
Edit again.
I think the Spanish version.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So this is simple.
Yes.
This is simple.
Yes. That's a good place to start. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Good to see you.
Laquan says, so prolific, agreed that I love the range. What was your writing journey like?
Okay, so the question that was asked by Laquan. Hi, Laquan. Laquan is in Canada, so that's Canada coming in. So we actually have several countries. So just to remind everybody, we have Trinidad, we have USA, we have Canada, we have England. I know that France is on it, and Grenada. I know. So her question was, what was my writing process like? Caitlin? Long. As I said, the books were done 20 years ago at school, so I found myself finding that outlet where I was writing, and that's pretty much how it was. And the experiences, putting it down on paper, and of course, I make no shame about it. I'm a Christian, I'm a believer, so a lot of it has that biblical standpoint to it, but it's not preaching. It's there. Because when you think about the foundation of what we stand on, be kind, give, love, these sort of things, it's biblically based. Even if you don't read the Bible, those things are biblically based. And that's what makes our environment one that is engaging for others to feel safe, right? So that is what, if that answers your question, Laquan, does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so a lot of it has to do with that, because foundationally we have to come to that place where we get back to the basics. Really, basics. Life is just too much noise. Social media, just too much coming at us, and we just have to and just breathe and say, okay, what really is important for us, in where we are right now.